Civilization is only skin deep. Primal, 2003 review. Jennifer Tate, a young lady who battles monsters from other realms, finds her own magical background, begins a war to preserve the outer world from within. There are 4 unique regions in Oblivion, each inhabited by a different demonic species. 2 are aligned with order, while the other 2 are aligned with anarchy. However, the balances of justice have been tipped, and Oblivion is consumed by the mayhem. Primal, also known in Japan as Saints, Divine Demons, Saints Seinaru Momono, is a fantasy action-adventure video game released in 2003 for the PS2. It was re-released digitally for the PlayStation 3 on February 28, 2012, as a part of the PS2 Classics program, and for the PlayStation 4 in May 2016. Primal was subsequently remastered, given PSN Trophy support, and distributed on PSN for the PlayStation 4. The Primal project was developed by SCEE Cambridge, the development team responsible for Medieval and its sequel. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Exploring Primal's gameplay, gorgeous visuals, and a beautiful friendship. The darkly beautiful places that the character explores are the most compelling aspect of the game. For example, an extensive network of dwellings and structures, constructed into an enormous foggy mountain, akin in some respects to isolated villages in the Himalayas, are beautifully detailed. Other stages take you deep into a maze of lagoons and underwater tunnels, across a frozen valley enveloped in an everlasting night, and through a perilous temple modeled after Egyptian tombs. Each stage is beautifully depicted, with secluded beaches and trap-filled passages. Primal is a third-person shooter in which you control one of 2 characters, Jen or Scree. By clicking the select button, you may switch between the 2 at any moment, and the character you're not commanding will normally try to follow the other around. The hitch is that Jen can travel to locations Scree can't, and vice versa, but the 2 must remain together in some way. As a result, the game plays similarly to artistic action-adventure game Ico. Both games can interact with one another and execute acts such as questioning and siphoning energy during the game. Jen and Scree connect, get to know one another, and get themselves into a lot of socially awkward situations during the narrative. Jen makes humorous faux pas and cracks ill-timed jokes on a regular basis since she is unfamiliar with the cultures of the realms beyond her own. Scree, the no-nonsense, all-business half of this strange pair, always advises her to tone down the tasteless humor. Their relationship, despite being an unusual pair, is what makes them ideal characters for adventure games. Early in the campaign, they appear to be always at each other's necks, but eventually they develop a touching partnership. However, the majority of Primal is spent finding out where to go next, getting there, and getting over whatever hurdles stood in their way of progress. The puzzles are simple. They involve exploring beast-infested dungeons, bridging gaps, and opening doors. Combat is also rather simple, and it's one of Primal's weak areas. Jen's demon forms have somewhat varied powers, but combat is still essentially just a question of slamming the attack buttons. When an adversary loses all of its health, it becomes disoriented for a brief duration, allowing you to finish it out by pressing 2 attack buttons at the same time and performing a variety of combos. Scree may take control of lifeless stone monuments and absorb the spirit of vanquished foes, which Jen can then use to restore her own HP. Primal, on the other hand, looks and sounds fantastic. Even if the gameplay doesn't keep you on the edge of your seat, you'll be interested to see what new location or clever banter between Jen and Scree is around the corner. Primal's visuals are outstanding, both stylistically and technically, with some of the clearest textures and SFX seen on the PS2 to date. The faces of the characters are particularly emotively animated, and many of the other characters they'll meet along the way look just as excellent. The game's rich music alternates between powerful metal riffs in combat and mournful choirs and symphonic sounds while you explore the game world. Ambient lighting and realistic weather effects complete the package, making the game, without a doubt, an outstanding audio-visual experience. Marvelous verdict. What makes Primal an essential addition to your PS2 titles collection? The answer to that question is simple. Between its superb visuals and first-rate voice acting, this action-adventure game boasts some fantastic production value, as well as some interesting twists and creative concepts. Primal, on the other hand, isn't a fast-paced game, and its fundamental gameplay isn't always enjoyable, due to a lot of sweat, toil, and sealed doors. However, it remains a PlayStation 2 showcase title that will appeal to fans of other occult-themed action-adventure games, such as the Soul Reaver series by Crystal Dynamics. Did you enjoy our review of the game? For more such content on gaming and esports, please do subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the like button and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an upload. Until next time, stay marvelous.